And here we can see how the chemtrail starts to spread out, right? It's a kind of just a, it looks like a contrail, right? But it doesn't disappear after the plane. And then, you know, it just kind of hangs out in the sky, right? Oh, and see, they're spraying another one. They're spraying both coming and going. So we have all these old kind of, I hope you guys can see the old ones down there. We have 1, 2, 3, 3 old ones. Oh, then we got another one up by the sun, actually, 4. Then we have this newish guy that's starting to spread out, and then we have another one that they're spraying right there. So yeah, it's supposed to be nice and warm and sunny. So you can see it starting to spread out into, this is like what it forms. It forms kind of like cloud wisps, right? And then eventually what this does is it somehow forms kind of blanket cloud. So it forms like kind of this flat gray cloud cover that just blocks out, you know, all the sun. And yeah, that's what's going on. So we've had some beautiful weather. Again, I don't know if I'm in focus here, you guys. I'm so sorry. The sun is like really in my eyes right now. But anyway, we've had some, I'll keep it pointed up at the chemtrails. We've had some beautiful, beautiful weather, like way hotter than normal, and you know, sunnier than normal, because we usually get a lot of rain here around this, you know, in the spring. And it's been kind of a drought so far, and which they're probably gearing up for forest fire season, because I think that these droughts are being geoengineered, and chemtrails are part of the geoengineering program. Just look at that bastard, eh? Full of toxic stuff like aluminum and barium and strontium and all kinds of nasty heavy metals, and yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay, this is just a little update on the chemtrail situation. I did a video yesterday. We've had a series of days of bright blue skies, sunny days, and we've also had 2 days of pretty intense chemtrailing. Oh, I can see, if you can see one's being sprayed right there. They've been spraying all morning. And you can see what these chemtrails do. Like I said in the previous video, they spread out into kind of like wispy cloud cover, and then eventually it becomes this sort of flat gray cloud cover. So you can see that guy. Whatever you're doing in there, man, it's not right. You're not doing good things for this earth. Spraying like this. I don't really care if it's just your orders. So I'm not sure how much you can see that wispy, the wispy kind of cloud. You can see it up, a big one kind of up there. That's what it does. That's what the chemtrails do. They spread out and look like cloud wisp, but they're spreading out in, you know, in chemtrail formation. You can kind of see one that's still kind of hanging out there, and then above that you can see one that's started to spread out, and that's what they eventually do. And here's Mr. Chemtrail Man spraying right above us. And like I said, independent citizens have tested these things, have tested chemtrails, and they're chock full of toxic things like aluminum, barium, strontium. Those are 3 that I remember. It's toxifying our soil, it's toxifying our plants, it's toxifying our bodies. And aluminum has been linked to dementia, and there is an epidemic of dementia. And aluminum has also been linked to breast cancer. There's also an epidemic of breast cancer going on. And you know, one of the things that's so frustrating to me is that there are so many groups who are good-hearted. You know, they're good-hearted, and they're trying to raise money for breast cancer awareness, or, you know, breast cancer research, or cancer research in general. They're doing runs, they're doing snowmobile, you know, derbies, they're doing all kinds of things. But they would also think that people like me are completely nuts, right? For linking it to things like Fukushima fallout and other nuclear fallout, GMOs and chemical herbicides and pesticides in our food supply, toxic water, you know, chlorine, fluoride, pharmaceuticals in our water, chemtrails and the, you know, heavy metals that we're exposed to there, the oil industry and everything that we're exposed to there. You know, if we're not looking at the root causes of cancer, like what's causing cancer, and if we're not fighting to try to remedy those root causes, I mean, really, what are we doing? You know, that's kind of how I feel. It's great to raise awareness about it and to raise money for research, but why don't we try to detoxify our planet and expose the people who are toxifying our planet? Like whoever is doing this right now, whoever's doing this right now is toxifying our planet, right? And this person's just following orders, obviously, right? These orders are coming from, who knows, right? They're coming from the global regime, so the Canadian government, is part of that. You know, the Canadian Air Force, I guess, would be part of that. I don't know what government agency rules chemtrails and geoengineering. The black government agencies, I guess. But yeah, I mean, this is what we're living under. And like I said, I've gotten full-on ill from a chemtrail that was sprayed in Winnipeg over a store that I was working in, and I had the door open, and it was sprayed really low down, really low in the sky, and that seems to be kind of the theme. And you know, this stuff is and then we've got Mr. Number 2, right? They're just heavily chemtrailing here. Past couple days, you know, they're just wanting to get rid of these blue skies, block the sun out for some reason. So yeah, we've got you know, we've got a big old force going on here, trying to get rid of this nice weather. You can see the one that it was just sprayed there, it's starting to spread out already really nicely. Quote unquote nicely. There's the end of it. And then we got Mr. Number 2. This person, whoever's in this little machine, is toxifying this planet as well. So anyway, this is what happens. This is the situation that we're under. And someone downvoted my gardening video, and I was thinking, who thumbs down a gardening video? And I'm sure it was probably a chemtrail denier, you know. Can't handle the truth. But, you know, this can't be explained as contrails. I mean, it just absolutely cannot be. So anyway, I will update further. Like I said, we have an open mic going on tonight, and I'll try to take some shots of the skies later on. Okay, so this is about 6 hours after the mega chemtrail action that was going on. And as you can see, those blue skies are mostly gone. We have that kind of wispy, foggy chemtrail cloud layer. And then we have some like fluffier clouds as well. But this is what they were going for. They were going for, you know, basically engineering the weather. That's what they're doing, kids.